I have the 2023 Tior Willamette Valley Pinot Noir from Yamhill Carlton, only in its second vintage from young winemaker Erin Hinman Miller. She is actually a second generation vintner. Her parents have been in Oregon since the 70s, which means she probably knows a thing or two about crafting some delightful Pinot Noir. I am very excited to have recently been introduced to this wine. This is a wine that I was not familiar with. Obviously, it's very young itself, but when I heard about this wine, when I got my hands on this wine, and when I tasted this wine, I knew that this was going to be just such a pure, beautiful, delightful expression of all things Pinot Noir, which is a grape that really wants to just be itself. It doesn't want a lot of manipulation. It's not a grape that wants a lot of new French oak. So I was thrilled to see that this only saw 11 months of 2-year used new French oak, if that makes sense. 2-year French oak. Is that right? I think so. Anyway, what we see here is a fantastic expression of the grape in Oregon and specifically in the Willamette Valley, where Pinot Noir is king. This is the place that gives you all the spice. It gives you a little bit of the fruitiness that you expect from a slightly warmer climate, but it also gives you something a little bit more savory. And those things that we really love about Pinot Noir on the mushroom sort of overturned earth front. So let's get into this wine and give you a little taste. On the nose, definitely giving you all of those really lush strawberries and cherries. This is a red fruited grape. This is a grape that wants to give you all of the fruit if you let it in a warm vintage like this. And so you're definitely getting a ton of that, but there's also a spiciness on this nose that I really love. It's not immediately obvious. So if you're drinking with me, dig in there and kind of try to find it, move around a little bit, play around with temperatures as well. I actually had this wine the first time a little bit on the chilly side, and I really loved how bright and expressive it was, especially for these warmer months. But now this is more at like a room temperature, and it's starting to give me a little bit more of this sort of lush fruit that's just so lovely. Let's taste. I mean, this is exactly what you expect when you see tasting notes like 2 years of used French oak, right? It's clean, it's pure, it's precise, and it's got like this really lovely light mouthfeel, but also it has so much fruit and density that you don't feel like you're missing something. Sometimes with Pinot Noir, especially around this price point, you can sometimes find like you're lacking something, like it's missing a little center, and you're not getting any of that. It's just a really beautiful, pure expression of the grape. As I mentioned with temperature previously, I think this is a wine you can play around with, especially now that we're leaning into the warmer months. I am definitely going to be drinking this with one dish in particular. I don't know if you can guess it, but when I think of Pinot Noir and it tastes like this, I immediately go to salmon. All things salmon, grilled salmon, sauteed salmon, salmon that we're doing in like the foil or in the paper or on a salad. This is just a wine that really just demands salmon, like a fatty piece of salmon with tomato, maybe like a green salad next to it. It's so light and sort of ethereal, but it also wants a little something something to kind of go with it. If you don't want to go the salmon route, certainly don't have to. You can do something a little lighter. I actually just made myself a little cheese board that I can definitely see this being really, really delicious with. Definitely keep it on not the too soft side of cheeses. Keep it in that medium to firmer side of cheeses. And of course, charcuterie boards are always welcome with a wine like this. Cheers.